All right, we are back. Happy Saturday to you. We got I hope you got your coffee full. We're going to start talking about Benelli, so don't spill it. Okay? There might be some spitting points coming up here in a minute. What? We're talking about the Benelli M4 tactical shotgun. Now, this is one of those envy guns. It really is.
I think it's the Spaz 12 of our time.
Probably
my
close.
time.
Yeah, of your time. There you go. And it's not, it's not the best looking thing in the world. It's not the greatest thing in the world, I don't think. It's just one of those shotguns that Benelli has got that namesake now, where everything Benelli is just costs you a bunch of money.
Benelli double super black eagle too.
Well, now I know I'm not a big shotgun guy. I'd rather go out with a nice pump shotgun and have lots of fun than an over and under or side by side or whatever. But this situation with this Benelli M4, it looks like they've worked all the kinks out of semi-autos to come up with this. If the military has picked it up as a semi-auto, which it has, so that tells you something about it right there.
Right.
It has more than namesake. Then it has been, the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. So the Benelli M4, tell us a little bit about it, Jake.
Well, it's a 12-gauge semi-auto. It's called the ARGO, the auto-regulating gas-operated semi-auto shotgun.
Okay.
Again, all the way back in 1998. It was actually I guess not code name. Military name is the M1014.
Right. And I wonder how they came up with that name.
I don't know. The
1014 and 12's in the middle. They didn't want to call it the military M12.
There you go.
Could be. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
who knows?
Maybe it was the 1014th thing they've tested. You never know.
You never know.
But it went under testing for the Marine Corps, and they tested in Maryland at the Aberdeen Proving Grounds for the military. And we all know, we've talked about this before, military testing of rifles and handguns and shotguns is very extreme. And apparently, according to all the results, it went through unscathed and instantly became used in the military.
So, I guess the theory behind it is, rather than have, even for one-armed operations, pumps can be really, really, really tough if you're wounded. So a semi-auto makes more sense.
Yeah. The
biggest concern I always have with semi-auto shotguns is making sure they work. Same thing with semi-auto pistols.
And it requires a lot of top-notch ammo, I'm sure, to make these semi-autos work flawlessly all the time.
Yeah, I imagine they got to be kept pretty clean.
When you see people shooting trap, shooting skeet, sporting clays with a shotgun, and typically if it malfunctions, it's because it's a hand-loaded shell.
Yeah, factory loads don't usually stop.
Not in shotguns.
Right.
Because they know that, and especially if it's, I don't know who makes the ammo for the shotguns for the military, but it's, those cardboard boxes with double-aught buck in them that you always see at Dunham's and Williams and
the case lots of
it's
federal
green 12 gauge.
Right. So that's probably what they're using. Who knows? I mean, we'd have to talk to the manufacturers of the ammo to find out exactly what they're using. We had a little conversation during the break about breaching loads.
Yeah.
About door breaching loads. So there's no matter what you use in this gun, 2 3/4 inch or 3-inch shells. This thing is a tough shotgun. There are a lot of clones now that look like it.
Yes,
but I'm sure they don't have the guts that this one's got.
Cool enough that different models have been offered, and there's a ton of different accessories for this shotgun.
Yeah. What kind of accessories?
There's a whole bunch of different butt stocks.
Yeah.
There's a metal one. It's like a collapsing metal butt stock. Kind of looks like a Spaz 12 butt stock.
Yeah.
But it's more adept for entry.
Now, do these all have the 18.5-inch barrels?
They all do.
Okay.
Currently, there's only 4 models from Benelli, but I know we've seen models from the past that had a camouflage, type of a camouflage pattern on it. So I don't know if that was a run they did a couple years back.
Benelli changes so often that I haven't been able to stay up with them very much because I haven't shopped for Benelli's a whole lot. I do look at them in the used rack at Williams when I see them.
Well, and that's kind of what sparked your interest on this was that, you know what, that's a pretty, hefty duty looking shotgun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yep.
They have two standard models right now. One has the standard shotgun stock on it.
Right.
It's got just a standard slight grip, just a normal shotgun.
Normal shotgun butt stock.
Yep. And then the other one has the tactical pistol grip stock on it.
Okay.
More of a tactical. And those are both 18.5-inch barrels, blued, and they have an MSRP of $1,899.
Okay.
But they also offer the same two guns in stainless steel. They call them their H2O editions. So they're water impervious. But those ones have a little bit of a higher price tag, MSRP of $2,400.
It makes me wonder with the gas-operated shotgun if it will work for the seals or anything coming up out of water or doing anything like that.
And that's why I would expect them to still use a pump because pumps typically don't fail.
Right.
Because it doesn't rely on gases. But maybe they figured out a way to make this work best.
Maybe. Series of O-rings or something to protect it. Who knows?
Now, there's... right from the factory, they come with ghost ring sights.
Yes.
Which I like those.
Yes.
And I know we've got them on...
We've installed them on several guns.
Yep. And they're becoming very popular. Actually, Remington came out with an 870 this past year that is specifically made just for those ghost ring sights, and it comes from the factory with it. So it's becoming more popular when people are putting them on guns from the factory.
Right.
It also has Picatinny rails down the top of the receiver.
Right.
To put any type of sight system you'd like on this gun.
You could put a lot of different sights on this one.
One of the ones I saw had the EOTech on it.
Yes, EOTech sight would be perfect for it. So I was thinking, just perfect.
Yeah.
And most of these things, I assume you're going to be using. I would assume they're going to be using buckshot in them.
I would assume, but just in case you decide to go bird hunting with it, choke tubes are available for this gun.
That'd be interesting. Well, it's not exactly your sporting arm for going pheasant hunting. It's not your upland bird game, although it might make a nice partridge knocker downer. But oddly enough, you just mentioned factory rounds. About factory rounds always working. You remember what happened last Sunday?
I remember.
We were out with our good friends, the Holtons, out at the Grand Blanc Huntsman's Club, shooting around a skeet, and I had a brand new Winchester 20 gauge shell in my gun, and it failed. And I had it wasn't the shotguns. It was the shotgun's fault though.
It didn't hit the primer hard enough.
I didn't. Yep, must have had a chunk of carbon in there or something.
I took a rock and I tapped on it and it went off for you. So.
Just a pinch between your teeth and gums.
Yeah.
No, it was the gun's fault. So we know because Tom put it in his gun and shot it, and away it went. So
I put it in mine. It didn't fire either. So after he shot it, I tried to shoot it and it didn't want to fire. So. Oh wait, it was already fired. That's why.
There you go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to fire an empty hull. So
back to the M4 though.
Yeah, no, this thing is it is a top-notch semi-auto. It is certainly battle-proven, and they do come with price tags to match. So I think last I checked on the Williams Gun Sight website, they had one.
They have one used. It's the blued with the pistol grip stock.
Now you say blued, which isn't the type of bluing we're used to seeing. It is a matte, like a Parkerized finish.
It's not stainless.
Right. It's a blued. It is a
Parkerized blue.
It's a non-reflective, non-glare.
This one has
combat finish.
Yeah, this one has some additional add-ons, and it's a nice shotgun. It comes in a nice package, ready to use. At Williams used, it's $1,500.
Yep,
right around there, $1,500.
Yep,
which is actually more than a Spaz 12 goes for. I believe.
Well, it's a different gun,
It's a different gun.
It's a different gun. This gun is like I said, it's kind of like the Maserati of combat shotguns.
Yep.
It's certainly a bragging rights gun. Now, get out and shoot one. We're going to want to here real soon. So if you got one, you want to go to the range, give us a call. Our number here in the studio is 743-8255. Toll free 866-533-1530. Well, folks, it's time to go to commercial break. We're going to slip off for a minute here, and we're going to come back and start talking. We got a Jeffersonianism here coming up real quick, too. So hang on tight. We got a lot more gun show coming at you.